The key function of our data center is reception of satellite data, the archiving of the satellite data, pre-processing and value addition satellite data, that's geometric and radiometric rectification of satellite data sets. Then information extraction, the view to essential climate variables and other land use, land cover information. And of course, the dissemination of the satellite data sets to the public. So the role of our Earth Observation Data Center is to provide satellite data and value-added products to support government departments, as well as to support research and innovation in the country, and to support human capital development. We are very aware that there are a lot of university students who are doing research, and we're very. And one of our other functions is also to support other national priorities and international initiatives, such as the MSD project and the Tiger projects, which are happening across Africa. So our key role there is to provide satellite imagery in those particular projects. Then the key thematic areas in our portfolio principally support environmental management, then we've got resource management, planning and development, national security, disaster management and healthy, and industrial services. So these are just the key operational themes whereby in developing our sensor portfolio, we focus on these particular themes. And this one gives you just a brief overview of our satellite footprint, the areas which our antennas or sensor is able to cover within the African region. I think our footprint stretches right up to Bujumbura, so which means within this particular geographical region, we're able to acquire satellite imagery. And we directly receive a number of sensors, which include Spot 4 and Spot 5. We also are receiving MODIS, this Aqua and Terra. We receive NOAA, and we used to receive CBES, and we're looking forward to receiving CBES 3. The CBES technical team is actually at Sensor Space Operations at the moment, installing the equipment for CBES 3. And we also have capability to receive Landsat 7, and we still have an issue there with our data card, but we've got full capability to receive that. And we're also in the process of installing the equipment for Landsat 8, which we anticipate will be launched early next year. Then in terms of our current data stock, this is the current data which is in our data holdings. We've got CBES 2, and we've got Landsat 5, that is Landsat 5 multispectral, and Landsat 5 thematic mapper, and the Landsat 7 enhanced thematic mapper. We also have radar imagery, that is ERS-1, I think from 1994 to about 2000. And we've got spot imagery from Spot 1 up to Spot 5. So in terms of that archive, you would realize, I think most of our data holdings are for Spot 4 and Spot 5. And in addition, we have the Sumbandila imagery, which is a South African satellite, and we encourage the general public to exploit this imagery, because currently we feel this data set is underutilized. Then this slide just gives you an overview of the spatial resolution for the different for the different satellites which satellite imagery which we've got. We've got Landsat, the range is from 15 meters to about 60 meters. For Spot 2, 4, and 5, The range is from about 2.5 to 20 meters. For sea-based 2, the spatial resolution is about 20 meters. And we've got Saxi with a spatial resolution of 175 meters. And interestingly, we've added a new sensor to our portfolio, which is called MISA. I think for a lot of scientific research, I think would encourage university researchers to pursue this in view of the fact that for a lot of the sensors which we have got, the acquisition of information is usually in the spectral ranges, but for this one it uses multi-angular acquisitions to acquire information. So for us, I think it's a new area of research, and we encourage the remote sensing community to utilize this data set. And in addition, we've got low spatial resolution but high temporal resolution imagery like MODIS. We also have got NOAA, which has got a spatial resolution of about 1.1 kilometers. And we have got also Mary's data sets with a spatial resolution of about 300 meters. Then we process these satellite data sets to different processing levels. That's level 1, where we just have raw imagery. We've got level 2, where we do a lot of validation through authentication. And we also can process up to level 3, where we do a lot of atmospheric correction to the data sets. And for Sumba set, currently, a lot of the processing is through manual authentication, which is a challenge, but we're working through trying to find to develop algorithms for automated processing of Sumbandela set. So in addition to these particular data sets which I've mentioned, you'll notice most of them, they are within the medium spatial resolution to very low spatial resolution. We also have high spatial resolution satellite data sets, which include the UI, Equinox, Worldview, and Rapid Eye. And we have got a reduced agreements to supply this particular data set. But what I should also mention is that for a lot of the low to medium resolution satellite data sets, for a lot of them, we distribute them for free. So our satellite portfolio, our entire objective is to have a range which is able to cater for the different needs from the user community, that we take account of the different spatial, temporal, and spectral resolutions which are required by the different users. Then going into the future, we're looking forward to add a few more sensors. From next year, we're looking forward to add Landsat 8, which in terms of the data access policy, it's also an open access policy and will be freely distributed to the public. And in addition to that, we're also looking forward to the launch of the Sentinel mid next year. The data policy also has been announced as open access, so we're hoping to add this to our current sensor portfolio. And by end of this year, we're also looking forward to add CBS 3. So I think in terms of probably the distribution, if all goes well, then we'll start to distribute CBS 3 next year. I think one of the sensors which has also been on our cards for some time now is ResourceSet and CartoSet. I think probably in the next financial year, we're looking forward to put this as an addition to our current sensor portfolio. And obviously, the continuity of the Spot Mosaic, I know is of key interest to our government departments and the general public. And we will continue to do that. And we are currently negotiating a contract for Spot 6 and for the reception of Spot 6 and Spot 7. So we're hoping that because Spot 6 is going to be launched this year, and we're then hoping that maybe next year we will be able to replace Spot 5 with Spot 6. But if there is big demand for Spot 5, then obviously we'll continue with it. But we always think the specifications for SWOT 6 are better than SWOT 5. And this just show you some of the strips which we are acquiring for MISA dataset for the African continent. We currently have about 56 terabytes of MISA data, and we continue to acquire more. And like I said initially, we're promoting particular research community to utilize this data because of the multi-angular acquisitions MISA data is able to provide. So we're thinking it's able to fill a significant gap in the current research which is being done in remote sensing. And of course, I think this is a very familiar graphic, and this is the SWOT 5 mosaic which we distribute every year, and we hope to continue with that distribution in the future. But like I said, next year we're hoping to also probably provide SWOT 6. And to access this data, I think you're able to order this data online. We have got a SANSA online catalog, which you can register and order our data directly from SANSA, and we'll be able to distribute it. So, for those who are not familiar with this catalog, I think the web link is literally there, http catalog sansa.org.za. So please utilize that catalog. We are constantly revamping it to make the ordering of imagery as easy as possible to you. And if you encounter any problems, please feel free to contact SANSA so that we can improve this service. So this graphic also shows you just what you would find on our catalog. And as I said, I think we're trying to make this catalog as user-friendly as possible. So if you're not very happy with your experience there, please feel free to contact us and give us your suggestions. So ultimately, obviously, as an Earth Observation Data Center, our ultimate contribution is also to provide a feed to the SciS portal. And we hope through this catalog, you will be able to get satellite imagery as fast as possible. So in addition to the dissemination mechanisms which we have got where we're using the catalog, we also distribute our satellite data sets through the Fundisa disk, which is a disk which we send yearly to universities to support research and teaching in Earth observation. And in addition to the normal data sets which we distribute, we also distribute a lot of open source software, because we know software is a challenge in a lot of universities. So we try to provide a complete package to the students. And in addition to this, we also provide a lot of teaching material, which we think is valuable to students in universities and universities of technology. So this just gives you an overview of the kind of infrastructure which we have at SANSA, within SANSA Earth Observation, and just the servers and the tape libraries which we've got. So this is just a brief overview of what we have at SANSA, and we encourage you to continuously visit our catalog to order imagery and exploit that imagery to the best of your abilities. I thank you.